doing a video of my Hypo Harley Jungle to my Ghost probable het VPI litter. These guys are just outstanding. I'm going to be keeping back 6, 3.3 sex ratio and 3.3 Harley Jungle to non-jungle babies. So this is one female I'm keeping. She's a bad girl. She's still in deep blue. She's gonna be shedding any day. She's obvious Hypo Harley. Het anery, pretty obvious het VPI. Some of them are coming out of shit, so they look way better, like this dude. Look at that dude. This guy's nuts. Look at that guy. I love this boa. I love him better than Stripes. He's a boy. He's staying. He's an obvious Hypo Harley Jungle het VPI, het anery. I mean, look at that color for being a het anery. So, straight nuts. I love this guy's pattern. Got a couple Stripes. That's one male I'm keeping. This girl I'm selling. She is really, really nice. Thought about keeping her, but she is an obvious super hypo Harley Jungle het anery, and as you can see, she's gonna prove out het VPI, no doubt. She's really, really badass. She's got a little bit of striping going on, but her pattern is just nuts. This girl is slamming. I love this girl. Got another one just like her, but I'm not keeping her because I can't keep another female jungle. That's the only reason she's not going. That's the only reason she's going. I mean, that's a lot of color to have being het anery, so that's one females I'm letting go. Let me get this other girl. Try to get her not moving all that much. This girl, I'm really stuck in between just being look at that girl. I mean, she's slamming. She's got a little stripe going on too. This girl, I'm in between of her being a jungle. She looks to be a high expression Harley, but she could be a jungle as well. She's an obvious het VPI, in my opinion. When I say that, can't prove it out obviously till they're producing, or till they prove out or don't prove out. But in my opinion, she's obvious. Get this boy over here. That's a hold back. I'm not necessarily holding back, you know, like the most striped ones or stuff like that. Looking for certain characteristics, really high Harley expressions. This is the most, this is my favorite bow in the litter. This guy's just nuts, man. High Harley influence. So this dude, and he's obvious het VPI. He's gonna, no doubt, prove out het VPI. So that would make him a Hypo Harley Jungle het anery het VPI. This dude is just nuts, and he's still coming out of shed. He's not a super, and look at that color. He's a het anery, mind you. Then I got a really, really nice Hypo Harley male. That's obvious het. That's obviously het anery. They all are. But that was a visual ghost. A ghost. So this one is badass. He's a boy. I'm keeping him. He is a really, really high expression Harley. And I'm positive he's going to prove out het VPI. And obviously he's het anery, so that would make him a Hypo Harley het anery het VPI. I'm keeping him. So I got 3 boys that I'm keeping. This dude is just badass. I mean, his color is probably one of the best considering he's not a super. He is just drenched in color. And I love that Harley influence. So that's a boy I'm keeping. Here's one of the nicer ones in that litter. That's an obvious, in my opinion, het VPI as well. Try to get her in a little ball here. She is really, really slamming. Touch her tail, she's gonna kick rocks. She's got striping going on. She's really, really badass. So, in my opinion, she's gonna prove out het VPI. So that would make her Hypo Harley Jungle, het Anery, het VPI. You know, what's really outstanding about this litter is that they, the Harley is so pronounced. I mean, it is just amazing. So, when you look at these boas, don't necessarily think about pattern right off the bat. You know, a lot of people, in my opinion, are kind of sleeping on the fact that some of them ain't striped out as much. But, in my opinion, if you do breed out these jungles, they're going to produce stripes. I think the Harley was so dominant in this litter that it dominated the jungle. There's a I only got 2 non-hypos. This is an obvious Harley jungle het VPI. I mean, that's not het VPI. I don't know what is. And he's obviously gonna prove out het Anery. He is just slamming, or she, can't remember. I got another one that's a non-hypo. This dude, I believe one's a girl, one's a boy. Can't be for sure. This is another obvious. It's another obvious jungle Harley het VPI, het Anery. Really dark dude. I got some really nice. Where are they at? I'm trying to find them. Got a nice Hypo Harley het Anery. Hypo Harley, Hypo Harley. That's a Pos het VPI. There's another one with bolder pattern. Can't remember which one it was. Look at that. That's a very slamming boa. Oh, het Anery. I mean, see, even if you just don't pay attention to the het Anery factor, look at that. I love that damn Hypo Harley. Look at the dots in between. I love that Hypo Harley het Anery, het VPI. Look at that one right there. The one further top, that's a Hypo Harley het Anery, het VPI. I mean, the colors are just slamming. Look at that, dude. And then the other one with the dots. So those are both holdbacks. Those are both. That's a female and a male. Then I got this one. She is just nuts. I'm not 100% sure if she's a part though. She almost looks like a super, but she was the runner of the litter, so maybe she's just catching on. She's got a little bit of a head wobble, so maybe she's just catching on. She was the runner of the litter again, so I'm not 100% sure on her. I got a couple of really nice super hypo, and these guys do not want to let go of each other. This is a really nice super hypo Harley. Really slamming. Look at that. That's a super hypo Harley het Anery. So even if you don't buy it if you don't want to get it for the VPI factor, I mean, putting that to Ghost and to Anery, you're gonna be having some slamming babies. Look at that. So they got a little Harley tail striping as well. The Harley in this litter is just bonkers. Here's another Here's another super hypo, obvious super hypo. Harley. Plus heavy PI. Obvious head entry. Look at that girl. I love that girl. It's actually gonna let her go right off the bat. I usually figure out who I want, who I don't want pretty quick. So, but yeah, that's her. Look at that boy. Whole back boy. I mean, is that not nuts? Forget the freaking striping. I love the damn pattern, man. This guy is just, he is just outstanding. Look at that dude. These guys came out a little feisty too. Then they turned into little good dudes. Look at it. Look at that. Man, that's just slamming. So this is them. Hypo, Harley, Jungle, Red Bike, Ghost, Heavy PI, or Obvious Heavy PI, but we'll have to see.